If you're a diehard fan of League of Legends, then you probably noticed that HP dropped a very special edition of their Omen 16. This configuration includes an Intel Core i7-14650HX CPU, an RTX 5070 GPU, 32GB of DDR5 RAM, and a 16-inch WQXGA 240Hz display. We're going to take you through our hands-on experience with this unique design, talk about the build quality, the internals, thermal imaging, gaming and creator benchmarks, and most importantly, reveal if this thing is actually a top-tier machine or just a flashy gimmick. This is our honest and not sponsored review of the HP Omen 16 League of Legends Edition. First, let's rewind back into the past real quick and check out the unboxing. Unlike the standard Omen boxes, this one comes with some really cool custom League of Legends artwork right on the packaging. Inside, we've got our power adapter. It's a hefty 230 watt power brick with a barrel pin connector, not USB-C charging for the main power, which is expected for a machine that's this powerful. But let's put that to the side real quick and check out the laptop itself. First impressions of the design, it's definitely not subtle. If you love the game, you're going to love this. We've got the Legends Never Die typography on the trackpad area and specific blue and gold accents that really pop against the chassis. The lid also has a pretty unique finish that really catches the light. And when I tried really hard to smudge it up with fingerprints, it actually did a pretty decent job resisting it. It weighs in at around 5 pounds 4 ounces, so it's not the lightest 16-inch laptop out there, but it feels sturdy. Even though the screen was a little more wobbly than average, the screen flex was pretty minimum. Thankfully, the keyboard is a full-size layout with a number pad, something that my productivity friends are really going to appreciate. And the key presses themselves are tactile and not too mushy. I will say the arrow keys are a little tight for my taste though. And unfortunately, only 4 zones of control for the RGB on this keyboard, but it still looks pretty cool when animated. Now to get to the internals, removing the bottom panel required me to undo 6 Phillips head screws, and then I actually just pulled on the last screws to start popping it off. Inside, we've got a dual fan cooling setup with shared heat pipes. In the middle, you'll see 2 slots with removable RAM, which is great for upgradability, and 2 M.2 slots for high-speed storage. One weird design choice is the placement of this Wi-Fi card. It's tucked slightly under the heat pipes, making it a bit of a pain to swap out if you ever want to upgrade it later. Now for the ports, HP has actually spread them out pretty well. On the left side, we've got a USB Type-A port, USB-C DisplayPort 1.4, and a headphone microphone combo jack. And on the right, to keep your mouse hand free from cables, they just give you one USB Type-A port. The heavy lifters are on the back. We've got the DC power input, an RJ45 Ethernet jack for that stable ping, huge plus for a laptop, an HDMI 2.1 port that connects directly to the GPU, and lastly, another USB Type-A port. I'm honestly left with wanting more, there only being one USB-C port, but I guess it's nothing a USB hub can't fix. Now for the webcam, we're looking at a 1080p sensor, which is definitely a step up from those old 720p shooters, but I'd say it's just about average for this price range. Even in moderately lit areas, it was pretty grainy. The only area that I didn't see a lot of grain was outside. For the sound quality of the speakers, I'd say it's just okay. They do get loud enough to fill a small room, but they lack a bit of that bass punch and overall volume compared to some other premium 16-inch laptops. I'm going to quickly take you through the unboxing and what's included, gaming and creator benchmarks, design and build quality, the internals, thermals, fan noise, overall ease of use, pricing break. For competitive gaming though, you're going to want a headset anyway. If you want the best bang for your buck, I'd go with the HyperX Cloud 3S wireless headset. If you want the best quality, I'd go with the Sony InZone H9. As for the quality of the display, this is a highlight. We're looking at a 16-inch WQXGA panel with a 240Hz refresh rate. The colors are vibrant and the text is super crisp at the 2560 by 1600 resolution. Motion was also very smooth on this panel. In our test, ghosting was minimal and that 240Hz refresh rate made everything feel incredibly snappy. There was a little tiny bit of backlight bleed on the edges, but only noticeable when I really cranked up my camera's ISO. Now when it came to the fan noise, the Omen 16 is generally well behaved in eco mode, hovering around 40 decibels, which is about the noise floor for my studio. However, when you kick it into performance mode, it does get a little loud, hitting around 50 decibels. I'd say it's definitely noticeable, so again, headphones are recommended for intense sessions. For the thermals, you can see in this thermal imaging time-lapse from computer off to full-on gaming that the keyboard deck stays relatively cool where your WASD fingers rest. The heat is mostly concentrated near the center and back vents. I definitely appreciate that most of the hot air gets exhausted out the back to keep my mouse hand from getting too hot. And you can see here in the charts that the CPU and GPU temperatures all stayed safely in the 70s. Now, as far as actual performance for creators, that i7-14650HX processor is a beast. In Premiere Pro, scrubbing through 4K timeline footage was smooth and export times were very competitive. If you're editing gameplay for YouTube, this machine will handle it without breaking a sweat. These are some pretty impressive export times for a multi-layer 10-minute video on a laptop. As you can imagine, gaming is where the majority of our performance testing was though. These three charts demonstrate our average FPS for each of these top games at high, medium, and low graphic presets with no DLSS at the native 2560 by 1600 resolution. I personally would not recommend the highest graphic presets for any of those games with 1% lows that dipped below 60 FPS, unless you turn on DLSS. Medium and low graphic presets had pretty decent FPS without it though. For $1,500, this laptop actually performed pretty decently compared to the gaming desktops that I normally review on this channel. Not really that much more expensive than that similar performing ABS Cyclone. For only $300 more than that gaming desktop, you get portability with a beautiful screen, a webcam, keyboard, touchpad, speakers, and a pretty decent battery. If none of that matters to you and you have quite a bit more to spend, then I would go with this HP Omen 35L Stealth. For about $900 more, you'll notice in the charts that you'll get about double the FPS. Also, you can get the non-League of Legends branded version of this laptop that we reviewed today in the bottom left corner, but strangely enough, with the same performance, it's actually $160 more. Now, with the battery life on this laptop, I was actually pretty impressed. When the computer was idle with the screen at 50% brightness, we got 9 hours of battery life. And in our second test, we got 6.5 hours of HD streaming. You could watch 3 full movies without recharging. Recharge time was a little slower than I'd like though, taking about 2.5 hours to get back to 100%. Overall, I'd say that the HP Omen 16 League of Legends Edition checks all the boxes for a fan of the franchise that wants serious on-the-go performance without emptying their bank account. You get a pretty unique aesthetic that stands out, a gorgeous 240Hz display, and the power to run any modern game. Now, if you do plan to purchase this PC or any of the others that I mentioned, then please remember to use my affiliate links in the comments and description below, or tag directly on this video, or using a QR code if you're watching on a TV, as I get a small commission at no cost to you for every single purchase made. And it's actually a major factor in keeping this channel going and getting better and better for you. Also, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe with notifications turned on to stay up to date with all of my latest tech and gaming PCs. PC gaming is awesome, but please trust me, do not let it take over your life. What helps me mentally is getting outside, staying active, eating healthy, and spending more time with my family. Also, studies have shown that reading the Bible at least 4 times a week can massively boost your mental health, and I can attest to that. And if you are a little skeptical about the Bible, then check out the book or documentary, The Case for Christ.